Out come the Giants. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Even. 4 down. Even. Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90. 59. Hey, defense, let's go. Flex round.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. We'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Let's go. What? 90.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Tight end left. Flex round. 4 down. Here we go. Red 38.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Tight right. Let's go. Red 38. 4 down. Flex round.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Flex round.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
You want two.
you're without a doubt.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Rosas good with the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, we got 3 down.
A first down throw for Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action now. Mariota. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First target, first catch, and a first down. Mariota now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. To the air again, Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Let's go! Red 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
10 more there and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they made it look effortless.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 8. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Now back to throw. They'll roll, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 17 there, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and an alley to run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Out. 3 down. Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Key 26!
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
Back to throw here. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Denzel Perryman able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Mariota now. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Mariota on first down. Dancing to his left. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. I got 29. Let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Keep it rolling.
They come out here in the eye. Mariota again. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Point after, up and good. And that will get them one closer. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. An NFL update, second quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
First down, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota.
All day, every day, any day.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
They'll set up to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Mariota eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Ready, move, ready. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
It's hauled in by Shepard. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator is looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
55's Mike.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6.
Touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Four down, check. Four down. Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Ohio. Check. Fresno. Ohio. Tighten up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Giants. And even 50 yards.
Flex round.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants are in for 6. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Mariota now from the 50. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. What? 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Goodwin able to haul it in. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got three. Ohio.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable.
And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, they have gone to the third quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Kirk Cousins with 1 touchdown pass thus far. They go play action. Mariota sliding out of the pocket to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught inside the 15.
Let's go.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To the air again, Mariota, flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Out. Let's go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And oh, he leaped over him. Had a little bit of daylight. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw Mariota. Docks him with a grab over the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Mariota. And now here is another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
His record-setting ball game just continues. I mean, we're getting into silly territory here. He is closing in on 400 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And the ball is knocked out. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Easy. 89. Watch 89.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Easy. Set. 180. Keep it rolling.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. Will Fuller, 34 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Redskins. So here are the Redskins now, an important 2-point conversion.
Watch tight end's right. Set. Blue 80.
To throw is Mariota. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Watch 88. Watch 88.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. Well, he flew past 200, 300, and 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys. There he goes, right side. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Mariota. Caught on the right side, Reed. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
Mariota now on 2nd down. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Wide open receiver complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now look at him go. 20, 10, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 63 yards, and the Giants add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move.
And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Rosas good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A gain of 39 that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Hey. 4 down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, Mariota. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Here's Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Don't say nothing.
Mariota on 1st down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Double tight. Hey, 4 down.
One last shot now for Mariota. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, I ain't